For the past few years, the consistency of the Lakers franchise bringing back former Lakers in free agency has been incredible. Last summer was the finest example of that, with Trevor Ariza, Wayne Ellington, Rajon Rondo, and Dwight Howard all coming back. And all that makes it easy to file Dennis Schroder's return into the same category. However, there's one difference. The mentioned names all look far past their basketball expiration dates, as mid to late 30-year-olds, when Schroder does not fit that same mold. At 29 years old, Schroder is right in the middle of his physical prime. And even though Schroder's complete mishandling of his contract situation left him signing a bargain deal last season, the guard still produced a season in line with his career averages, and is coming off Eurobasket looking every bit as good as he did in 2019 to 2020, when he finished second in 6th Man of the Year voting. Given his familiarity with the team and the presence of LeBron and Davis, it's not hard to envision how this could end up playing out. Best case scenario. Regardless the moments of frustration, Schroder had a successful season with the Lakers in 2020 to 2021, and it was clearly successful enough that the Lakers were open to offering a lengthy and lucrative extension. This time around, he isn't coming in with the same level of fanfare and expectations as he did in 2019, and even though things have felt a bit odd since that final game against the Suns, he's still largely been about the same player statistically. Even though he appeared to be struggling with Boston and Houston, he averaged just 0.7 points per game fewer than his career average, while still matching his assists per game. His field goal and 3-point percentages were actually only tenths of points different, and he actually had a higher effective field goal percentage than ever before in his career. If he steps into LA this time around and replicates his performance from 2020 to 2021 season with maybe a slightly better 3-point percentage, the Lakers would be ecstatic to get that type of player on a minimum deal. Getting that level of play from a point guard is something the Lakers did not have last season, and if Schroder can be a legitimate option in the backcourt alongside Patrick Beverley, the team suddenly has a pair of players with skill sets they've lacked since the Russell Westbrook trade. Worst case scenario. After the Lakers left Schroder hanging, so did the rest of the league in the summer of 2021, which was one of the most bizarre free agencies in recent years. Even after landing in Boston, he struggled to integrate, and the Celtics took off once he was traded. And in Houston, he only played 10 games. Coming back to the figurative scene of the crime though could be tough. Los Angeles is where things went haywire for him. With poor shooting and the inability to perform well consistently, Schroder could see things go amiss in a not-so-unrealistic scenario. Playing well in Eurobasket isn't something to scoff at, but beating up on Montenegro and Bosnia doesn't quite translate to matchups against the Clippers and Suns. With coach Darvin Ham bringing a new style with him, another valid question is how and if he will be able to find success under a new coach with a new system. His role. After all, if we're being honest, the Lakers need a player like Schroder who will bring a level of intensity to the court each and every night. Yeah, he's got flaws in his game, but effort can cover those up to some degree. Him and Patrick Beverley will likely serve as the backbone for intensity, night in and night out for this team. Schroder's willingness to buy into his role and do the small things will likely endear him to Darvin Ham, the Lakers coach, and it's easy to see him being one of the first guards off the bench and potentially a starter depending on how the situation ends up playing out.